You know, in that last video, I said that liberalism is a phenomenon, and I wonder if I should even actually call it liberalism, because it's devolved and it's become something different and it's changing by the day. I would say it's probably more along the lines of modern progressivism, right? Because back in the day, you used to have healthy debate between two sides that disagreed. Nowadays, you have, you know, they're using fascist tactics today. It's really scary, and it seems to be that there's no end to it. How did our political discourse devolve into the point where if you disagree with someone on the left, it's because you're a racist, you're a bigot, you're a xenophobe, you're a homophobe? They have these ad hominem attacks that they use against their political opponents, and the left just generally hates the idea that there are other ideas. And they know that if they allow someone who disagrees with them into the public space, their ideas will collapse, because again, like I said in the last video, they don't stand on any principles. They move the goalposts and shift it constantly based on political need, right? It's like a flavor of ice cream. Like, I'm bored of this one, let's get another one in there. When you see those man on the street videos, liberals or leftists, progressives, whatever you want to call them, they're pretty much just shouting down their opponents. Like, shouting doesn't make you right. You do know that, right? But they pretty much think that the louder they are, the more right they are, the more virtuous they are. And they're like, well, if you disagree with me, I will scream in your ear until you bend the knee to my belief system. How did you get to the point where you believe shouting makes you right, and because your feelings hurt about a situation, facts don't matter, and facts are racist, and everyone who disagrees with you, we didn't even get there, everyone who disagrees with you, you have a name for them. You have a name for them. Use that hominem attacks to try to shut down the debate. This is scary stuff. How can someone get banned from PayPal? Someone can get banned from using money? It doesn't make any sense, but it's also part of that agenda. You know, if you can wipe out your political opposition, then you can have unlimited rule. I don't know how else you can make sense of banning someone. It's like, oh no, sorry Mike, you no longer bank with Wells Fargo because you have conservative points of view. Sorry Mike, you can no longer have Verizon Wireless as your mobile device carrier because we don't like what you said on Twitter. See, it's a slippery slope. That's what the left has become, a cult. It's a cult. You have to fit the mold. You can't be different. You can't think different. And if you do think different, depending on your ethnicity or your gender, they have an insult for you to shame you into silence. But it doesn't work on everyone. Like someone like me, I thrive on that. Like when they say, you can't support Donald Trump, you can't be a black conservative, that's an oxymoron, you can't do that. I'm like, well, let me get some Trump gear, and let me get a YouTube account, let me get a Twitter, let me get a Facebook, so I can speak my ideas freely and flip the bird at your orthodoxy. I won't submit to it. You don't control me, you don't own me. But the left wants to control people. They want to tell people how to live. You can't tell people how to live. That's not how the world works. It's a total disregard of facts, human nature, sound logic, reasoning, and principles. You don't see people get older and decide, I'm going to be a stomp down progressive. I'm gonna go march in the street with signs. No, you see people get on the other side. They're like, wait a minute, I'm more fiscally conservative now that I own a home, I have a business, I have kids, you know, I'm saving for retirement. You're not sitting there talking about Green New Deal, like, yeah, let's just ban natural resources and gas and all of this, and everyone's gonna get an oceanfront view of their new house. It's all green energy, and, you know, we gotta ban all these people. They're pretty much putting people in a digital gulag nowadays. These politicians that have all these utopian concepts, be wary of these people, okay? AOC, Elizabeth Warren, Nicolas Maduro, they thought he was the man. Look what happened. History will repeat itself until the lesson is learned. That's one other thing I just had to mention there. So you could call it liberalism, you could call it progressivism, but whatever it is a phenomenon that is shifting and is devolving rapidly.